Take a breath. So I want to explain what we're going to be doing first before you guys talk to me, okay? This is a revolutionary process, and you don't have to tell me any story. We don't have to talk about it again, okay? I've been a therapist for 25 years, and I've been invested in hearing people's stories for 25 years. And when I found these exercises, they radically changed the way I help people, okay? Because sometimes telling the story many times doesn't help. Sometimes telling the story only seems to make it worse. Okay? So you don't have to do that, okay?
Sorry.
But what I'm going to do is I am going to tell you a little bit about what happens when people get traumatized, okay? So trauma is something that happens to our body, okay? A bomb goes off, a storm hits, waves hit, people die, people lose jobs. Things happen to us, right? But trauma in and of itself isn't unhealthy. It can actually help us become strong. It's like going to the gym and lifting weights. The more you work hard, the stronger you get. So there's nothing wrong with going through a trauma. But what happens sometimes, and maybe that's where you guys are, is you get stuck halfway through and you're not finished. You're not better and you're not worse, you're just stuck in the middle. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about the human brain for a minute, okay? And then I'm going to teach you how to do these exercises. So I have a brain, okay?
Oh, it's called like blue and yellow and red. It's very colorful.
This part of our brain makes us human. Creative, rational, language, math, creativity, okay? That's behind our forehead. Back here is the blue part of our brain, and that's a limbic brain, and that's where our emotions are. And back here, this red part, is the part that's very primitive, and it's about fighting danger.
Lauren.
Okay? And it's about running towards danger, running away from danger, or freezing, getting stuck.
If it's on record, the Skype.
So the reason this is important is because sometimes in trauma, blood goes away from the front part of our brain. And we get less creative, less compassionate, we argue with people that we love, we can't sleep, all sorts of things happen when we get less blood supply to the front part of our brain. But the other thing that happens is we get very emotional and we feel a lot. We don't think a lot because we don't know what to do. We can't figure out what to do. But we know we don't like where we're at. We're stuck in a place that doesn't feel good. So what I can tell you is that in my experience, talking about it doesn't make it better. Okay? Now I'm going to talk about a couple of little other things in there. There's something in our brain that's a rapid response team. It's like a police team. Okay? And as soon as there's danger, boom, they take off and they go deal with danger. Fast. Really fast. Okay? Now, right now, in this moment, are you guys in danger? No. But your brain doesn't know that. The rapid response team is still going, what am I going to do next? Where's danger? One of the first signs that the rapid response team is working and there's no danger to fight is that the brain begins to kick out nightmares when you're waking and when you're sleeping. Okay? So you're not broken. There's nothing wrong. If there was real danger around, this is how you stay alive. You think about the bad things and you worry about what's coming next and you try to figure out what to do. You got really good at that, right? But now you haven't figured out how to turn it off. Once you turn it off, you need to feel safe. So what were you saying?
It's like a broken switch. You can't turn it off.
Exactly. Because in real dangerous situations, if you turn it off, you're dead. You need to keep it turned on all the time, right? So I want you to understand that what you're going through doesn't feel good, but it's also perfectly normal. Notice I haven't asked you anything about your story. I see the story in your... I see it, okay? I know, I can feel what you're going through. But I don't want to know, I don't want to tell you that telling you the story is important, because it's not. What's important is that we make you feel safe. Now, we're not going to do that by talking. We're going to do that by doing these exercises called TRE. Okay? Now, after we go through the TRE exercises, what's going to happen is you're going to lay down on the floor and your body's going to start to shake a little bit. Have you ever heard the term, I was so scared I was shaking in my boots? Okay? Have you ever had a friend who was in a relationship and they had a breakup, and it was a bad breakup, and you tell them to just shake it off? Right? We know the value of shaking, but we forgot to shake. We forgot to do it as humans. We think that shaking makes us look weak. But this is actually shaking to make you stronger, sleep better, and heal from what you've been through. Now, do you have questions for me before we get started?
Yeah.